I guess we've sung that song so many times before over a number of years, but just have a sense this morning that God would say to us that He wants us to surrender our plans to His will. I don't know, for all those things that we've been considering, those things that we've been just giving some thought as to what is ahead for us. For different people it'll be different things, different people with different things going on in their lives. For some it's just starting afresh and anew. For some it's going into a new job, a new season of work, different things. But I really have a sense that it's a good time just to surrender our plans and just to commit ourselves to God. So just want to take some time just to do that. Just thinking, we've been working through the book of Ruth. We see how Elimelech and Naomi set off, leaving a land of bread and going to a land that they hoped would hold for them many new things, would save them from famine and perhaps death. And yet when they got there, perhaps because they hadn't considered enough the things of God, because they hadn't petitioned Him, disaster struck. A very real disaster struck them. They went to a land where God wasn't worshipped, went to a land where it was idol worship, where there was no fellowship for them, no other Christians around them, and everything really was disastrous. But all the more reason to commit our plans and our purposes to God. We don't have to do that in any great shakes. I'm not going to ask anybody to come out to the front. I just want you to do it right now before God, just you and God. Just commit those thoughts of your heart to Him right now. Let Him have His way. Tell Him that He is Lord of your life, that if He wants to send you in a different direction, that you're willing to let Him do that. Tell Him that you're happy to be in His plans and purposes that He has sovereignly for you right now.
This week I felt just spending some time with God. I just felt like just God spoke to me and gave me a word. And I just feel it fits in exactly where we are stood right now. So I'm just going to tell you what I believed God was saying to me. He has been saying to me all week, stop and look and listen. And then I just asked God what He wanted Him to say to me and to the church and to you as individuals and to me, myself. And I felt like He said, I speak to you, my children, to keep you out of danger. Stop. Focus your attention on me. Don't continue in your own ways. Don't step in front of me. And don't step in front of my plans and purposes. Because if you do, they will be your own. You will indeed get your own way round, but this will not come with blessing. It will not be fruitful and fulfill my purposes. It will not bring you joy or peace to your life. Look up, my children, and let me show you a horizon that you have never seen before. Let me show you a different view from what you are seeing. Don't look at your difficulties, your situations, your pain, your small world. Look and see what I see. If you are going to surge forward in my power, you will have to look up and see my path and my viewpoint. Listen carefully. For some I have given you promises. I have spoken direction, and I have come bringing revelation into your lives. But your ears are getting deadened to the truth. Read again with passion who I am, who you are in me, and who you will become in me with the help of my Spirit. Men and women and children of great capability. Open your ears and hear what the Spirit is saying. Listen carefully. I will come. I will instruct you. I will move you forward in my plans.
This scripture just backs up what Dave and Angela have said, and I've used it many a time. It's powerful stuff. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you, and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. Now, I don't know as many of you guys sort of know my story, and I'm quite happy to chat about it, but that's a promise God gave me, He gives us. So, plans to prosper and plans to not harm us. So, grab hold of that.
Yeah, I had a vision yesterday of a runway, and just considering that when the aeroplane's ready to take off, it sits at the end of the runway and it has to wait and listen very carefully for the instructions from the control tower. And I felt like God was showing me this runway, as in us as a church, waiting and being ready, and that the lights down the side of the runway illuminating the path. I felt I could see these groups of people standing and praying and praising together, whether it be in families or just groups of the church, somehow giving this sense of waiting and listening, but at the same time being that light, so that when something came, when the word came to move for that aeroplane, for when that move came for the church to move forward, when that command came, everybody was in the right place and they were shining as they were meant to shine.